Welcome everyone, Darcy J Smyth, creator of the Tonal Persuasion Method for Sales here with Lauren Blundell. And we were just having a bit of a laugh because we were discussing how should we describe Lauren's last name. Is it Blundell? Is it Blundell? It doesn't matter. She's got a rocking business and we're here to talk about it. Lauren, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Darcy. So awesome to be here. So I feel like we need to explain that Blundell or Blundell. So my grandma pronounces my last name Blundell, and for the last 33 years, I get angry at people and tell them to pronounce it Blundell. So I think I've actually been pronouncing my name wrong for 33 years. So you can call me whatever you like. Really.
That's it. We'll choose whatever we want there. So, Lauren, I want to thank you for coming here. Obviously, I've wanted to interview you for a while, basically because you have been in the TPM room before, the live TPM room. I know that we've spoken many times before you were in the room, and I've watched your journey probably over the last, what would you say, maybe 8 to 9 months more specifically of how, when we first connected to where you've gotten to today. I know you've put in a lot of work around your business development, professional development, personal development. And I know sales has been a big part of that. And I want to be able to share your story with the community at large, because I know they could benefit a lot from it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So tell us, Lauren, go back, even a year ago, where was your business at? Where was your mindset at around selling and sales and marketing? Where were you at before?
So a year ago, what are we in? July last year, I was doing my Fox weekend at TCI. So I was doing my intake. So I had a ABN number and a business name, and that's pretty much about it. By December last year, I'd made $300 in my business. And I think that we actually connected late last year because I left my full-time job in October. And I kind of just thought that I could do everything myself and realized really quickly that I wasn't going anywhere. So, since then, what was the question again?
So where were you at around 8 or 9 months ago?
Yeah, so really there was no business. There was $300. Fast forward now. So I have a business. I did my biggest month in May, which is a 20K month.
Well done.
Thank you. And I just was explaining to you before we got on this call that I've just released my first online course, a 6-week course called Relationship Rescue, which is amazing. And it's a vision that I've had for my business since I've started. So super excited about that.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So what has the journey been like for you in terms of, because when a lot of people first start their businesses, and perhaps even say for the first year, sometimes the first 2 years, unfortunately for some, the first 20 years, sales and selling aren't really part of their vocabulary, or they have a definition of them that is quite unresourceful for the growth of a business.
Yeah.
What was it like for you, do you think?
So, I was thinking about this before, and I actually came from a sales background. However, I've never really been taught how to sell. And I came from a recruitment background, and it's really cowboy-y, and that's just not my style. So I'm really proud of my business decisions to team up with people who are mentors, and you're one of them, and who do business in a way that I like to do business. I want to do business myself. So I wanted to learn how to sell in a way that isn't sleazy, that isn't pushy, that is generally just wanting the best for the buyer. And that's really been a major thing that I've been wanting to seek out, learn, and perfect for the growth of my business, and also for my clients as well. So it's all about relationships and creating good relationships from the start. So, and that happens in the first instance, in the first sales call.
Nice. How have you found with implementing that style of selling? Because I'm guessing a lot of the time you work one-on-one with the people you immediately sell to, which I know many people watching this video will be in a similar position.
Yeah.
How have you found that selling that way has allowed for more congruency throughout your personal coaching together as well, and the programs that you run?
Yeah, well, like I said, it sets the tone for the rest of the relationship that we do hold. They know that they can trust me, that I'm looking out for them, that I have their best interest at heart, and that we're going to get, to the outcomes that they're wanting to get to. So it's it's been amazing for my business, for the growth and the connections that I've made.
Nice. I think that can happen a lot. I think that's a lot where the dissonance around sales and selling can come from. A lot of the time, because in sales, if you think of sales, well, probably only 10 to 15% of people in business are actually running businesses are in actually selling for themselves, right? The rest of all other salespeople are people that are working for companies that make the sale and then they pass the service on to someone else completely. They never see the person after they've made the sale again. What you've said there is a really good point, in that when you're working with the person you've just sold to, the congruency needs to be through the roof.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I take them on that journey with me. So,
nice.
Yeah.
So what has it allowed for you now, if we take ourselves, of course, to today? I know you've just released a course. If you could tell us a little bit about that. And how has selling influenced the way you've created that course? The way that you sell influenced the way you've created that course?
Sorry, ask the question again.
Sure. So take yourself to today. I'd love to hear about the course. And how has knowing about selling and sales been able to allow you to implement that into your business in a way that says, this is my course? Before, you would have been like, this is a course. Now I don't know what to do with it. Now you've learned to sell, you would have known how to, say, place the course in particular points where it actually converts.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a course, a 6-week course. It's called Relationship Rescue. Literally twice a week, I send out workbooks to the couples, and they participate in exercises each week. There's a group webinar call every week where we talk about that particular topic. And by the end of the 6 weeks, you literally walk away with a workbook dedicated to your relationship and all the ways that both of you can come together, create security, connection, intimacy within your relationship.
Unreal.
Yeah. I'm so excited about that. And the way that, selling, I mean, particularly the way that you teach selling in terms of emotion and logic and understanding that in our buyer's mind and in our buyer psychology allows me to take them on a journey, or have them realize that, if they improve their relationship, what areas or other areas of their life is that going to have a ripple effect onto, which allows them to make a really solid decision when opting in for my course.
Nice. It sounds like you're applying a lot. And I know we've spoken around about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I remember you called me, Facebook Messenger, voice message. And you're like, Darcy, I've discovered something about the code that you taught. It can be applied here. It can be applied here. Yeah. You've really taken a lot of the code that is uncovered in a sales training and applied it to so many different areas of your business. It's quite extraordinary, Lauren.
Yeah, thank you. And we've had loads of conversations about how business and relationship are quite similar, and the same strategies that you can use to build a sustainable and healthy business, you can also build a healthy and sustainable relationship with. So I always take whatever I learn in any situation and say, okay, how can I apply that to a relationship? So in terms of logic and emotion, how can you apply that to making a decision to whether you're going to actually date this person or not? Or I think the last question I was talking to you about is arguments. How do you use the cognitive dissonance model to work through an argument with your partner? And I was like, don't tell me about you and Katie, but just ballpark, high level. I think everything is very transferable, and if you can use those models in a relationship sense, I feel that you can move through difficult times probably a lot easier. Because you can move through a sales conversation, which generally can be an uncomfortable conversation for some people, and allow them to see value in your product and make a really solid decision for yourself.
Love it.
So that's what I want my couples to be able to do in their relationships.
Yeah, it really is that underlying psychology behind all decisions, all relationships, whether they're business or personal relationships. The code remains very similar.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, I'm in relationship coaching, and my target market is couples, but this transcends onto every single relationship that you have in your life, regardless if it's children, your friends, or your clients, or people at work. So you can take it everywhere.
Fascinating. Fascinating. All right. Before we find out more from you about where we can go to find out more about your course and yourself, and because I want as many people following you as possible, the work you do is fantastic. It is up to you, Lauren. What is your number one sales tip for the people watching this at home? If you could give them one tip on selling, what would it be?
Oh, learn the code.
Learn the code. No, you can't say this. So people are starting to think that I'm setting them up now to be like, get in Darcy's room.
I'll send you a kick out later, Darcy.
Yeah. That's it. All right. Learn the code. Is there anything else?
Get in the room. I think, like I said to you before, I'm pretty proud of my business decisions in terms of the mentors that I have. So get around people who do business that how you want to do business. And know that your business is only going to grow with how much you invest in it. So invest in the areas that are going to grow your business, which is sales and it is marketing. So it's imperative that you know how to sell. It's imperative that you know how to ensure that you start that relationship off strong, especially when you are a solopreneur and you're managing that entire life cycle with your clients. So start the relationships off really solid with a really solid sales conversation and watch your business grow.
That's so well said, Lauren. Awesome. Thank you. And where can we find out more about you? Number one, about say a Facebook page.
Yeah.
And then a bit more about the course. Where is the best place that people can interact with you?
Yeah. So I'm building out my website at the moment. So you can find me on Facebook at Lauren Blundell, Relationship and Intimacy Coach. You can find out all the information about my course on there as well, and join my private group. I have a private group on Facebook called The Love School, which I provide insights for love, intimacy, and relationships on a regular basis.
Perfect. Unreal, Lauren. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I know we'll do this again soon, but thank you so much for everything you've given to the community. It's much appreciated.
Oh, thanks, Darcy.
Love your work.
Bye.